let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt a man's eyes on you? You don't even have to turn your head. You just know he noticed. And in that split second, your brain starts racing. What did he just look at? Was it my outfit, my hair, or was it something else? Here's the thing. Men are visual creatures. They're constantly scanning, observing, noticing, even when they're not conscious of it. And while you might assume he's only looking at the obvious, the truth is actually a lot more interesting. The parts of you that capture his attention first aren't always the ones you'd expect. Sometimes it's not about what you think is your best feature, but rather the little things you overlook every single day. And this is where most women get it wrong. We spend hours stressing about one thing, our waistline, our clothes, our makeup, thinking that's what men are zeroing in on. But in reality, there are 5 very specific body parts that men notice first. And those 5 things, they tell him more about you than you realize. They send signals about your confidence, your personality, your vibe before you've even said a single word. Now, let me be clear, this is not about trying to change who you are or obsess over every detail. This is about awareness, because once you know what men naturally notice first, you can use it to your advantage. You can walk into any room, any date, any social setting, carry yourself in a way that instantly captivates him. So today, I'm going to reveal the 5 body parts men look at first in women and what those moments of attention really mean. Let's start with the very first thing a man notices, your eyes. Now, I know what you're thinking.
My eyes.
Really? That's it. But hear me out, because eyes are everything. They're not just a physical feature. They're a window into your energy, your mood, and even your confidence. The moment a man sees you, his eyes immediately look for signals, subtle hints about who you are, how you feel about yourself, and whether you're approachable. Your eyes communicate far more than words ever could. And this is exactly why they're the first thing men subconsciously scan. Men are wired to read faces, and the eyes are the ultimate indicator of attraction. When you make eye contact, it's like you're sending a message without saying a single word. A lingering glance, a playful flicker, or even a soft, knowing look can completely change the dynamic between you and a man. He doesn't just notice color, shape, or makeup. He notices expression and energy. There's a reason why people say the eyes are the window to the soul. Men instinctively pick up on whether you're open, warm, confident, or shy, even if you're trying to hide it. And it's not just about looking at him either. When you hold a man's gaze, it creates an unspoken connection that draws him in. That small moment of eye contact can make him feel seen, understood, and intrigued. It sparks curiosity. He starts thinking, who is she? What's she like? And the fascinating thing is, this isn't something you can fake. Genuine eye contact conveys authenticity, which is far more attractive than any physical feature. Here's another thing to consider: the way you use your eyes can subtly guide his thoughts and feelings. Confident gaze shows him you're comfortable in your own skin. A playful, teasing glance can create instant chemistry. Even a fleeting look can leave a lasting impression, because it hints at mystery and personality without revealing everything at once. Men love to be intrigued. They want to decode, to understand, and to connect. And your eyes are the perfect tool to do that. Finally, understand this: your eyes are not just noticed in isolation, they amplify everything else about you. Your smile becomes brighter, your expressions more captivating, and your presence more magnetic. It's why some women can walk into a room with nothing fancy, but men are immediately drawn to them. Their eyes, the way they hold attention, their unspoken confidence, it all works together. So the next time you think about catching his attention, remember that it all begins with your eyes. A simple glance, a confident look, or a warm smile through your eyes can make him stop, notice, and remember you in ways words never could. Right after the eyes, the next thing men notice is your smile. And no, I don't mean the forced, perfect, picture-ready smile you might practice in the mirror. I mean the genuine, lights up your face, impossible to ignore kind of smile. Because here's the truth: a smile tells a man so much more than any outfit or accessory ever could. It tells him about your energy, your warmth, your confidence, and whether you feel good in your own skin. And honestly, that's infinitely more attractive than perfection. Think about it. When you walk into a room and someone smiles at you, doesn't it immediately make you feel at ease? That's exactly what a woman's smile does for a man. It's inviting, it's approachable, it's a silent signal that says, I'm happy, I'm open, and I'm enjoying myself. Men are drawn to that energy because deep down, they want to be around women who make them feel good. A smile is not just a facial expression, it's a reflection of your energy, and men notice it instantly. Now, here's what's really interesting. Your smile works in tandem with your eyes to create an invisible connection. When your eyes sparkle and your lips curve into a natural, effortless smile, it communicates authenticity. He's not just seeing your face, he's feeling your energy. And that feeling, it's magnetic. Men are wired to notice positivity because it signals emotional health, confidence, and approachability. It's like your smile is silently telling him, I'm comfortable in my skin and I enjoy life. And that's a signal he cannot ignore. But let's be clear, this isn't about plastering a grin on your face constantly. A smile has power because it's natural, spontaneous, and real. It's the fleeting, unexpected smiles that catch a man off guard, that leave the strongest impression. A quick, playful smirk, a soft, inviting grin, or a laugh that reaches your eyes, they all send a message far stronger than words ever could. He starts thinking, there's something about her, I want to know her. And here's the kicker, your smile doesn't just attract attention, it sets the tone for everything else. It makes interactions lighter, conversations more enjoyable, and even your presence more memorable. The combination of genuine eye contact and a real smile creates a magnetic pull that's irresistible. Men remember women who make them feel seen, welcomed, and intrigued, and that often starts with a smile. So the next time you want to capture a man's attention, remember this, it's not about perfect teeth, expensive lipstick, or flashing a grin for the sake of it. It's about how your smile communicates your energy, your confidence, and your joy. When you smile authentically, you're not just being seen, you're being unforgettable. And that's the power of a woman who knows how to let her light shine through a simple yet magnetic smile. Now let's talk about something that might surprise a lot of women, your hair. Yes, men notice your hair almost immediately, sometimes before they consciously notice anything else about you. And it's not because they're scrutinizing your hairstyle or counting every strand. It's because your hair is one of the most powerful visual signals you carry. Your hair frames your face, enhances your expressions, and most importantly, communicates energy, personality, and confidence without a single word. Men are instinctively drawn to hair because it's a symbol of vitality and health. A man might not know the difference between balayage and highlights, curls and waves, or layers and bobs, but he does notice shine, movement, and how your hair complements your overall presence. Healthy, vibrant hair signals that you take care of yourself, and it subconsciously tells him that you're someone confident and magnetic. It's not about perfection or trying to fit a certain trend. It's about letting your natural beauty shine in a way that feels effortless. Here's another thing to consider. Hair is playful and interactive. The way it moves when you walk, the way you tuck it behind your ear, the way it falls across your shoulders, these small, seemingly unconscious gestures are incredibly captivating. Men notice these details because they add a dynamic element to your presence. It's alive, it's tangible. Even a simple movement of your hair can create curiosity, draw his attention, and make him want to engage with you more. But beyond the physical, your hair also communicates personality. Long flowing waves might suggest romantic energy or freedom. A sleek, polished style can signal confidence and sophistication. Short, bold cuts may convey daringness and independence. Whatever your style, it tells a story before you even speak. And men, whether they consciously realize it or not, are picking up on those stories. It helps them make a split-second judgment about who you are and what kind of energy you carry. And here's the magic part. Hair works in perfect synergy with your eyes and your smile. When your hair moves with you, frames your face, and catches the light just right, it enhances every other part of your appearance. It draws attention to your expressions, your gaze, and even your posture. That combination of visual cues creates an irresistible magnetism. Men don't just see your hair, they feel it, sense it, and it becomes part of the overall impression that lingers long after you've left the room. So ladies, the next time you want to make a subtle yet powerful impact, remember this, your hair isn't just strands of protein, it's a tool for communication, attraction, and confidence. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to reflect the real you. When you care for it, move with it, and let it express your energy naturally, it becomes one of the most effective ways to catch a man's attention and keep him intrigued even without saying a single word. Now, let's talk about something that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful, your body language. Before a man even notices specific features, your eyes, your smile, your hair, he's scanning your posture, the way you move, and the energy you carry. Men are wired to pick up on nonverbal cues, because they communicate confidence, openness, and approachability faster than words ever could. Your body language is like a silent language, and it can either draw him in instantly or push him away before he even says a word. Think about it when you walk into a room with your shoulders slouched, head down, and arms crossed. What message are you sending? You might think you're being humble or low, but subconsciously it signals insecurity or unavailability. On the other hand, when you walk in tall, shoulders back, chin slightly raised, with purposeful movement, it broadcasts confidence and presence. Even a simple shift in posture can completely change the way a man perceives you. It's not about being perfect, it's about being aware of the energy you're projecting. Movement is just as important as posture. The way you carry yourself when you walk, gesture, or even stand in place tells him a lot about you. Graceful, fluid movements are magnetic because they suggest ease and self-assurance. Men notice how you take up space, how you move your arms, the subtle sway in your walk, or how you position your body when you talk. These details communicate that you're comfortable in your own skin, and men are instinctively drawn to that kind of energy. And here's something fascinating: your body language can create chemistry before a word is spoken. A playful lean, a slight tilt of the head, or a subtle shift closer can create connection and intrigue. Even small gestures like touching your hair or lightly moving your hand while talking signal openness and approachability. Men are subconsciously wired to respond to these cues, and it can make them feel more drawn to you, curious about you, and eager to engage with you. But the most important thing to understand is this body language amplifies everything else. Your confidence, your smile, your eyes, all of it becomes far more powerful when your body aligns with the energy you want to project. A confident stance enhances your allure, makes your expressions more captivating, and creates a presence that's impossible to ignore. It's the combination of posture, movement, and energy that makes a man stop, notice, and remember you long after you leave the room. So, ladies, if you want to truly captivate a man, pay attention to the silent language of your body. Stand tall, move with intention, and carry yourself like someone who knows her worth, because men notice it. They might not always be able to articulate it, but they feel it, and that feeling is what draws them in faster than any physical feature ever could. Your body language isn't just noticed, it's remembered. Finally, let's talk about something that many women worry about but often misunderstand: their curves and silhouette. Yes, men notice the shape of your body, but here's the truth: it's not about fitting a certain deal or measuring up to a standard. What really catches a man's eye is how you carry yourself in your body and how confident you feel in your own skin, your curves, your posture, the way your clothes fit. All of it sends subtle signals about self-assurance and comfort, and that's infinitely more attractive than perfection. When a man looks at a woman, he subconsciously takes in her silhouette, the outline of her body, the way she moves, and the confidence behind her stance. He's noticing balance, proportion, and the way she inhabits space. But here's the key: men are drawn to women who own their shape, regardless of size, height, or body type. It's about presence. A woman who walks tall, with a relaxed natural sway, exudes a magnetic energy that no specific measurement or curve ratio can replicate. That's why some women turn heads instantly, even if they don't fit conventional beauty standards, because confidence enhances every curve, every line, every movement. Your silhouette is also a tool of storytelling. The way you dress, the way your clothing flows, the subtle highlights of your natural curves, they all communicate style, personality, and self-respect. A man notices whether you're comfortable and playful in your body or hiding behind oversized clothes and closed-off posture. Clothes and curves become part of the visual narrative of who you are, and men are very attuned to reading that story, even in just a glance, and movement plays a role here too. How you walk, shift your weight, or gesture with your arms creates rhythm and fluidity that draws attention. Even small unconscious gestures like crossing your legs, leaning slightly forward, or the way you tilt your hips when walking can leave a lasting impression. Men notice these nuances because they signal ease and confidence. They signal that you are fully present in your body and unapologetically yourself. Finally, remember that curves and silhouette don't exist in isolation. They work in harmony with everything else: your eyes, your smile, your hair, and your body language. When you embrace your body, move with intention, and carry yourself with pride, you create an irresistible magnetism that goes beyond physical attraction. Men aren't just noticing the shape of your body, they're noticing the woman inhabiting it. They're noticing your energy, your confidence, and your ability to own who you are in every single moment. So ladies, stop worrying about fitting a mold or being perfect. Focus instead on embracing your natural shape, dressing in ways that feel true to you and moving with confidence. Because when you do, men don't just look, they notice, they admire, and they are drawn to you in ways that last far longer than first impressions ever could. So ladies, let's recap. Men notice your eyes, your smile, your hair, your body language, and yes, your curves and silhouette. But here's the secret that ties it all together. It's not just about the individual features. What really captures a man's attention is how you carry yourself, the energy, confidence, and presence that radiates from within. Your eyes show authenticity. Your smile shows warmth. Your hair expresses vitality. Your body language communicates confidence, and your curves highlight the way you embrace yourself. When all of these elements work together, you don't just catch his eye, you captivate his mind. Here's the important part. None of this is about being perfect. It's about being aware, being present, and owning who you are. Confidence isn't a trait you're born with. It's something you project. It's the invisible magnet that makes him notice you before you say a word and keeps him thinking about you long after you leave the room. When you step into that energy, you become unforgettable. So here's my challenge to you the next time you walk into a room. Practice this. Make eye contact, smile genuinely, move with confidence, play with your hair if it feels natural, and embrace your shape. Notice how it changes the way men respond to you. And more importantly, notice how it changes the way you feel about yourself. If this video helped you understand what men really notice first, then don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend who needs this reminder. And if you want more insights on capturing attention, creating connection, and owning your feminine energy, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. Remember, beauty might catch a man's eye, but confidence and how you carry yourself is what captures his heart. Step into that energy, own it fully, and watch the difference it makes.